What's up, connoisseurs? It's Rod with Pow Group. Welcome back on The Pursuit of Wealth, your home for MJ stocks, crypto assets, news, and interviews. Also home to the best MJ community. Today is Saturday, August 24th. Hope you're having a great weekend. And in this video, we're going to do another edition of Rapid Fire News Updates. This time it's going to be for period August 17th to the 23rd. And again, it's not a deep dive or anything like that into the articles. It's just a high-level overview in case you missed it, and you can dig into it more on your own time. But smash the like, all that good stuff, subscribe, tick the bell. You'll be notified on any future videos such as this or live streams. And as always, this is not financial advice. I am not a financial advisor, and you should never buy or sell anything based on anything that I say or write. Also, I want to shout out to our channel members. Big thank you for 1 million views. And once I hit 1 million views, I decided to launch the member option on the channel as well. So you can just go here, you can click join. Tons of different perks, member-only videos. And I also added a section here where I shout out to channel members. So you can see here all of the members, some of the members here. That's where it shows up, and then directly below that, member-only videos. So I really do appreciate all of the support and love I've been getting from the amazing community over the years. Definitely does not go unnoticed. So as of right now, you can follow us over on X as well, formerly Twitter. Handle for that is @GroupPow. Going to be using that as my platform of choice going forward. As of right now, there's a lot of censorship and things like that going on. So it's great to have multiple forms of communication just in case we ever do get cut off here on YouTube. This article from the Marijuana Herald: the Drug Enforcement Administration (DEA) remains on track to finalize the rescheduling of MJ by October, according to an agency official. And I actually interviewed the founder of the Marijuana Herald, Anthony Martinelli. If you haven't seen that video, I highly encourage you to check it out. We go over the source of that. We go over the DEA source and how he was able to acquire that and some details on that. But if you haven't seen that, I would highly encourage you to check that out. But I've been saying for a while now that I think, the most likely scenario is we're going to see rescheduling by September or October. If they don't get it done, it's a political death sentence. And I think that's the most likely scenario. And they're going to use that, the coattails, to ride that into, a month or so before the election. That's when they're really going to start to pump MJ, in my opinion. Also, Illinois governor promotes MJ legalization with billboards near the DNC in Chicago. So and I made a video on this as well. I said, what to expect at the DNC? And I said, more than likely going to just see, chatter around the convention. And basically we saw that. We saw billboards, right? But they didn't actually speak on stage about it. And that's exactly what the outcome that we got, right? I said they were more than likely going to wait. There's bigger issues. They still got to turn their stance on crypto. And there's bigger issues as well. And they usually want to wait till as close to the election as possible, right? And like I said, if we get rescheduling, then they're going to use the hype from that to promote it, right? And that, in my opinion, is probably the best bet. Also, Ohio is chugging right along as retailers double sales after adult use market launch. So I'll love to see it. Going to be a high cash flowing business for a lot of these companies. Also, MJ company TerraSend to repurchase 10 million in shares as they launched a repurchase program. The good news just keeps coming in. Sector really starting to heat up, but no pun intended. People who use MJ are less likely to be obese, new study shows, which, kind of a bit of a head scratcher because it's like, well, what about the munchies, right? So, interesting to say the least. But at the end of the day, there's so many studies that are being done, and there's a couple more studies a little bit later on in the video. But we really don't know. We've only touched the surface with regards to this plant medicine and medicine of the future. So, couple that with AI, I think we're gonna see some major scientific breakthroughs and potential for serious diseases and whatnot to be alleviated as well as a result of this amazing plant. Also, Senator says Harris will be ready to sign MJ reform bills if elected president. So again, we're starting to see the chatter, but it's not, on the debate stage. It's not on the main stage. It's not on mainstream media. It's just circulating throughout, Congress and, different elected officials. But, we're starting to see billboards and things like that. It said Illinois Democrats legalized marijuana. So we're starting to see, like I said, in the background, in the chatter at the convention, and in the background, it's starting to present itself. They're planting the seed, but I don't think they're fully ready for that seed to be fully watered at the moment, right? They're just sort of dripping a little bit of dripping going on right now, but they're teasing us. And then like I said, I think we're going to get rescheduling. Everybody thought that was going to take 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 years. Could take up to 3 to 7 years. I remember there was an article about it. I remember when I interviewed political director Morgan Fox at Normal, he said, this could take multiple years, and I just didn't subscribe to that idea. Again, if they don't get something done, bare minimum rescheduling before the elections, the Dems, it's a political death sentence. Like, they may as well, RFK Jr. just dropped out of the race as well and endorsed Trump. So, I mean, if they don't get at least this done, they don't have a chance in hell. In my opinion, they're going to really start to push that. Also, Tilray Craft MJ brand Broken Coast launches latest strain. It's called Milk and Cookies for avid indica enthusiasts. So I can't wait to try that out. But yeah, that's this is something that they're a little bit pricier. And I saw there was, I think it was like King Kush or something like that, and I think it was 7 grams at CannaNews, and it was like, I think it was like $50 some. So it's not too bad. It's still less than $10 a gram, and you're getting craft quad A type of style MJ. So haven't tried that other strain that I mentioned, King Kush, but I'll definitely be looking at that one, and can't wait to try this one out as well. Milk and Cookie sounds right up my alley. Definitely a indica fan myself, especially cutting down on the amount that I've been consuming. To be honest, I do most of the beverages now and the edibles, but I usually just do it before bed to help with sleep and things like that. Help me wind down my brain. If you haven't already been able to tell, I do a lot of thinking, so I need to kind of take that burden off my brain and just trying to shut down and have some of the best sleeps on it too. So and usually if I do end up smoking, I'll do indica, and I'll usually do just like a joint before bed or something like that. High Tide to announce third quarter fiscal 2024 financial results, so I'll definitely be covering this. Its financial and operational results will be for the quarter ending July 31st, 2024, and it'll be after market close on Monday, September 16th. So I'll probably do an earnings prep video for that one, and then I'll probably do another earnings review video as well. Americans support MJ legalization. The American support for MJ legalization, peaked at 71%, but remains high. CBD Oracle's meta-analysis of poll data. So again, give the people what they want. Pretty soon it's going to be 75%, 80%, 90%. If half the U.S. is legal at the adult use level, and 38 states are legal in some form. I mean, come on. And then there's the majority, the super majority really, is in favor of it as well. So, it's not just from a state perspective, it's from a national perspective and a people perspective, and give the people what they want, right? Alberta becomes the third Canadian province to allow MJ delivery via Uber Eats. So I did a video on this one as well. There's already different delivery options like through CannaNews, which is a High Tide subsidiary. But yeah, it's nice to see that this is going mainstream, and people don't have to go sign up for another account or anything like that, right? It's just it's convenient. They already have an Uber Eats account, and just like they would go on there to order alcohol poison, they can now order medicine of the future MJ. Also, another article here from the MJ Herald. According to researchers at the University of Bonn and the Hebrew University of Jerusalem, the long-term low-dose administration of THC can reverse aging processes in the brain and may have broader anti-aging effects. So again, just imagine what's going to happen when we continue to see rescheduling, when we see descheduling, when we see all these clinical trials and research and studies conducted, and then couple that with the help of AI, we might potentially see some major scientific breakthroughs and benefits to humanity, right? MJ use is becoming more commonly accepted in sports. Study funded by NFL shows, and we know they're very progressive. The NBA has been very progressive on this front as well. But again, it's medicine. Of course, we need to. Of course, it needs to be accepted more, right? Also, for MJ research, rescheduling would only be the beginning, and I absolutely 100% agree, right? Rescheduling is not enough. We need to deschedule. We need to follow in the footsteps of Canada and Germany, and pretty soon the rest of the world is going to do it as well, in my opinion. And we have to change our mindset, right? As much as we get troubled by and frustrated by lower prices and this brutal bear market that's spanning almost 4 years, you have to remind yourself that this isn't going anywhere, and there's so many growth catalysts ahead, and this is only ever going to happen once, right? We're even lucky that we're alive and being able to take advantage of this opportunity. This truly once in a lifetime opportunity to create generational wealth, and I'm super grateful to be on the pursuit of wealth in this journey with every one of you. Trulieve to open medical MJ dispensary in Orlando, Florida. Absolutely love Orlando. I might be going there in January with the fam, so we'll see what's going on. I've been there the last couple January, so may as well just keep the trend going. Also, Canadian MJ sales growth plunges. So Statistics Canada released June retail sales for the country, with cannabis sales decreasing from May levels down 2.8% to 402 million. Almost hit 420, but came in at 402 million. Last article here, the Cannabis Co. selling Florida medical MJ grows dispensary for $16.4 million, while other companies are kind of ramping up production capacity and retail footprint, etc. Cannabis Co. seems to be be capitulating and kind of leaving that to I guess to other operators to take advantage of. But speaking of Florida, I do think that we're going to see Amendment 3 passed. I do think that we're going to see adult use vote passed come November. That's just another catalyst to string off the back of the election and the rescheduling process. We could see banking and uplisting to the NYSE and the NASDAQ, a safe harbor as a result of a lame duck session and into the new year as well. So many things to be looking forward to. The Feds just cut rates for the first time. They said that it's time for them to start cutting rates for the first time, so we could expect one in September, and it might even be at 50 basis points. We might even see a few back-to-back, and that's going to send the market into absolute euphoric mode, right? It's going to be raging bull, right? Strong like bull. So we're going to see typically Q4, October, very bullish for stocks, and it's an election year, which makes it ultra bullish in my opinion. All right. Hope you enjoyed the news. Let me know what you think of this news in the comment section below. We'll continue the conversation there. It's Rod with Pow Group. Thanks again for joining us on the Pursuit of Wealth. Shout out to all the new VIP members here on YouTube, and we'll see you again on the next video.